after the Big Brother finale, and I am here with Tommy.
Oh my gosh, I love her. I'm obsessed.
We're now besties.
We are. Yes, that's it.
Tommy, first off, you were my pick to win, which I just told you, but I'm literally obsessed with you. I think, and the reason why I'm so obsessed with you is because you're such a huge fan of the show, and I'm such a huge fan of the show, so it just exuded out of you, and I respected your game so much. Tell me, I mean, I know you've talked about this before, but tell me your strategy going in, how it changed once you met up with Christy, and did you think that you held true to your strategy throughout the game?
My strategy going into the game, I wanted to align myself with a bigger target, and that was Jack. And I love Jack as a person. He is one of my best friends, and I've told him this. No hard feelings. But that was my game move. My game move going in, align myself with a bigger physical threat. I wanted to have a 3. I didn't want to have a 2. And it just so happened that Christy was in the game. It's funny because I'm sure you can remember this. Yeah. A lot of times, like throughout the season, people talk about what they remember on the first day. First impressions, the first thing that happened. You always talk about the first day. I blacked out. I don't remember the first day. As soon as Christy walked in that house, my heart fell in my stomach, and I don't remember a single thing after that. So I'd be like, I literally don't remember anything from the first day. Sorry, everyone. But it actually, there were pros and cons to being in the house with Christy. I'm obsessed with her. I love her. We're bonded for life. She's the best. But it was really tough, and I did have to adjust on the spot. But I did know that I wanted to work with a 3 going into the game, and that for a while was Jack and Christy and me. But, it didn't work out that way. I had to adjust, and I had a tight crew. It was Christy, Jack, Sis, Nick. Those were my people. I love them so much. And Holly.
Yes.
And one by one, Jackson and Holly took them out. I said that it was literally like, this is my body, and first they would take off my arm, then the other arm. That was Sis. Then Nick, Christy. Like literally, I was alive by the end of the game, but I had no limbs left. They took every piece of me that I had. So they played a great game. I'm proud of them, and they deserved it. Yeah. So,
and that's why I love you so much, because you did exactly. I aligned myself with Angela whenever I was in the house, and she was the bigger target for me, and she was the bigger threat. She was the least liked, and that's why I did that. So that's why I respected your game so much. Thanks. And you did such an amazing job. Now, going to who you voted for tonight, you voted for Jackson to win. I think I know why you voted for Jackson to win, because you're a smart game player, but tell me exactly why you voted, because there was speculation on his treatment towards women in the house. That was a big topic when you guys were in the house, was how he treated the women, and a little disrespectful.
Absolutely.
Did you feel like he was disrespectful towards the women in the house, and did that play how did you vote? Why did you vote the way you did tonight?
I love this question. Listen, on a personal level, I love Jackson. I think that he's always, on a personal level, he's been nothing but nice to me. However, I have watched him speak in an inappropriate way towards numerous people in the house, things that did make me uncomfortable, but you can't speak up because you're playing a game. And I'm not going to lie, I was scared to place that vote tonight, because I'm scared for myself. I'm scared for myself, and I still am. I don't know how that's going to come out, but ultimately, I couldn't ignore I'll tell you what made me decide what I was going to vote.
Okay.
When we were doing the session with Dr. Will, I asked Cliff, did you and Nicole believe the lie that Mickey came up with? Is that why you evicted me? And he said, yes, we did believe it. And in that moment, I realized Mickey is not just a physical competitor. He is a well-rounded player. He concocted that whole entire lie to flip the vote 2 minutes before I wound up being evicted. And the game would have been completely different had Nicole and Cliff chosen to keep me.
Well, I will say, had Nicole wanted to keep you, Nicole did not believe him. Cliff's agenda was he thought that he could make it to the final 2 better with having Mickey. So that was where the downfall came with you, because I don't think that they believed it as much as they really did, but he did play it good.
Well, yeah, and on the record, I'll say it was Cliff telling me that really solidified my vote tonight. So, but Cliff also voted for Mickey, so I know that he wanted that as well. I think that Mickey played an amazing game. He did. Like, there's no way around that. And there are things that he did that I don't agree with, but like at the end of the day, this is a game, and I, for the respect of the game, put personal aside today. And again, on a personal level, Mickey's never done anything to me. I do love him. I think that he is. Sometimes when you're in that house, you lose yourself a little bit.
I 100% agree with you.
And there's no excuse for things that were said by anybody, not just Mickey, in the season. But I do know that I myself have lost myself at times in that house too.
Same.
So, it came out in other ways with different people, but that's the. He won, I think, 12 competitions.
Yeah, it was.
He broke a record.
11 or something. Yeah.
He broke a record.
Yeah.
No one's ever won that many competitions ever. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah.
Literally, he's a legend.
I don't know 100%. He is a legend, but what I will say too is that's how I know that you know this game and that you're a true fan.
Oh my God.
Because you didn't vote bitter tonight. No. You voted using your head, and that's why I love you, and that's so admirable.
Thanks.
Of you.
It's so nice to hear you say that because I was scared, honestly.
Yeah. And don't worry about, you voted for who you was supposed to win. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks.
Yeah.
Another question I have.
Yes.
Because of your relationship with Christy.
Yes.
You're like, now, if you and Christy had been in the final two, you revealed in the house that you two were together, that you knew each other. First off, what was the reasoning behind that? Was it because you wanted to get off your chest, or you thought it would help your game?
It was a little bit of both.
Okay.
I thought, here's the thing. There's a pattern in the house. When one person gets evicted and they leave the house, the next week, all the remaining house guests talk about that person in a negative way. And
yep, sure
you
do.
know what I'm saying?
Girl,
so
I'm sorry, kind of.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
It's frustrating.
Everybody talked crap to me when I was evicted.
I gotta say, I don't think I took part in that. Like I was on to it, but I would try not to take part in it at least. But anyway, people would do that, and there was a lot of talk once Christy left about how she was the villain, she was this, she was that, and I took that as an opportunity to separate myself from her. I wanted to let them know the position that I was in.
Okay.
Christy is family, and I had to choose family no matter what. Granted, I think Christy's an amazing player, and I probably would have chosen her anyway because I think that she's incredible.
She was.
But in that moment, I wanted to let the remaining house guests know why I made the decisions I did, why I took her off the block twice, why I aligned her and why I aligned with her, why I had her back so much. I wanted them to know that I saw everything that they saw, but I had to do it because she was family. I wanted to tell them the truth. I wanted them to see this side of me, and it didn't work out because I wound up leaving that week. But
that made me so mad, and I will tell you right now too, Casey Clark is a huge fan of you as well, and she wanted you to win. We were both in your corner because you played exactly the game that me and Casey, I wanted to play, and me and Casey were aligned together. So like, you played the game exactly how we would have played it, and
that doesn't surprise me.
I mean, so that's why I 100% respect your gameplay.
Thanks.
So
thanks so much.
But I will say there were some funny moments in the house this summer.
Sure.
Okay,
what? Tell me.
Oh my God. Okay.
I don't know anything.
So you had a Baywatch scene.
Oh yeah.
Where you were running. Can we run slow motion
Baywatch
together?
scene.
Can we run slow motion with me? Okay. We run slow motion. Okay, so you had a Baywatch scene.
Yes.
So you also had a flash mob.
Yes.
Which was great and
cool.
amazing.
I knew you would love that.
Oh yeah, it was like if I was there, I'd be like a 5, 6, 7, 8. I know a chorus line.
I did that show this year.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! And then Newsies and everything.
I know.
Okay, that's another question I'm gonna have.
Okay.
But okay, so.
You're amazing. You're gorgeous.
Oh my God, I love you. You're amazing. You're gorgeous. I spilled. We had a wine spilling. I know. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, so there was a scene though this summer. No.
Okay.
There was a scene that topped the charts, honey.
What?
You can always look at me and see home. What?
She says she didn't feel it though, right?
You can always look at me and see home.
Oh my.
Wait, what? And you go, you can always look at me and see home. And so if we could just reenact that really quickly. All right, so you have to say that. So
you're
So I'm Christy, okay?
Chris. You can always look at me and see home.
What?
You can always look at me and see home.
What?
You can always look at me and see home.
Air der Kratner River. Caitlin, do not interrupt my interview. Good Jesus. But okay, that scene was hilarious, and I impersonated it. I had a whole scene where I did that in tribute to you and Christy because you two are my favorite. So, anyways. But that was magical right now, and you must be my friend on social media. And,
are you kidding?
Oh, and your family was great on social media, by the way.
Amazing.
They were so awesome. They were supportive. I messaged them multiple times telling them how much I loved you.
Oh my God.
Last question for you right now. What is the future for you? I loved how you said in your interview, how you said, you know, in this profession that we have, I was a musical theater major as well. I've done theater.
I didn't know this.
I know, I'm a performer. I'm a performer.
I knew you were in Vegas performing.
So
that's what they said on the show.
Yeah. So I understand where you come from when you say this industry is really difficult for us. We don't know when our next paycheck is coming and what's coming next.
Yeah.
What's coming next for you, Tommy?
Well, I just found out that Pretty Woman, the show that I was in, it closed.
I know.
Someone just told me on stage. This is like the first time I'm even saying it out loud. It's
sad.
It's sad. I don't know what happened. I don't know when it happened, but that's what this business is.
I know.
We move on. So now I have no idea what's next, but I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to go out there and just see what happens. The way that this happened, it was very meant to be, and you know, I trust that something else will happen that way.
It will. And this is exactly why I wanted to interview you, because I love you so much, and your personality is infectious, and you're just amazing, and I love you, and you're going to have nothing but the best.
For a week.
Okay, well, we're going to hang out for sure. Are you going to go to Vegas?
No, I'm not going to Vegas. We're staying in LA.
Everybody is?
I think so.
Okay, we'll have to talk about that.
Okay.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. But live from the Big Brother backyard, the amazing Tommy. And how do you pronounce your last name? Because I don't know if I was butchering it all summer.
Bracco. Bracco.
Oh, I didn't. I was great with it then. Bracco. I did. From the Big Brother backyard, AfterBuzz TV with Tommy Bracco. Woo!